I know how to connect the people, how to find the right people, and they made the great parties or everything what they need, a great photographer who can listen their wishes, what pictures they want, and etc. Most of the women, they actually choose their business by hobby. You are the best. You did a great job. Oh my God, look at this. Who did that? That's so amazing job. And when we just hear this, I'm like, yay, that's me. I'm so proud of myself. To know that how to do that, like less expenses and more clients and more sales. Usually like digital creators like you or someone who have a shows or anyone who works in this industry, they use the advertising business model or affiliate marketing model too. That's how I applied for one company, start working there, but they said, oh wow, you're more experienced than we are. Really? That's how I made it. Events is still events everywhere, and if you know what you do exactly, how to do that, for the money, for the budget you already have, that's on you. You can be super organized, but if something went wrong, you have to know what to do right now. Just try, just try. Even if you go for another business, just try it. If you like it, you're gonna like it.
Hi, this is She Did It Show, and I'm your host, Daria Mudrova. I'm so excited to present you today our guest, Katerina Gataulina. Katerina is entrepreneur, author, and traveler. She's the owner of 2 event agencies, and she's the wedding and event planner with 15 years of experience in Russia, Montenegro, and the US. She's founder of the community for female entrepreneurs, Womanhattan, and co-founder of startup in New York City, Jewel on Me, online service of choosing jewelries that fits your wardrobe and is delivered straight to your door. And she's the owner of property management company. She was working with such brands as New York Fashion Week, Philip Morris International, Adidas Group. Among her clients are Danone, Cosmopolitan, MasterCard, and so many other amazing brands. And recently, she published her book, Diary of Business Lady. Starting the business is easy when you have a plan. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining. I just want to show quickly the book. Yeah, this is on Russian right now, and soon we hope it will be on English.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're in the start, just showing this book here. I read this book, it's amazing.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we'll talk today with you about your entrepreneurship journey, about your book, about your wedding and event agencies. How did you work on that in Russia and here? And I just want to mention that you've been a wedding organizer of my wedding. And
Exactly.
it was amazing, and thank you so much. So I'm really impressed by your stress resilience. You know,
I used to.
Yeah, thank you. And everything was perfect. So we have lots of topics today.
Yay! Let's start.
Okay. So yeah, let's start with your book. Actually, the book is about the girl who moved from small city. She left her office job and she started her own business, and then she moved to New York City. Is it autobiographical? This is my first question.
Oh yeah, it is exactly my story. And actually, when my father, he read the book, he said, I just have one question. Who's these girls? I'm like, yeah, the first one is me, but me before, and another one who is kind of like successful, it's me after.
Got it. So the girl was before it was you?
Yes, exactly, that me. That's a story, it's based on my true life story, my business experience. So yeah, this is a story what I want to share. And it's not only the book. You can, if you read it, you can see there are so many steps like algorithm, and you can write your plan and exactly do the same step things, and that's which brings you to the great business.
So let's start from the beginning. We'll just go. What are the essential key elements to start and launch your business?
Like, first of all, you have to find a niche where you're gonna work. And then you have to figure out, the market is big or not? Is it growing or not? So then you have to analyze your competitors, choosing the business model, and start defining your audience, your target audience. But it's not only geographic factors, you have to consider psychographic factors like lifestyle, interests, behaviors, or social status, and even the fears. That's exactly the value is. And then you have to create the most unique and selling proposition. Start selling.
Yeah,
Start your business.
that sounds easy.
Yeah.
But there are lots of other elements, of course, to accomplish. But the first one I feel like when I speak with some people who are just working their office job and they think to start something different, or people who are just finished university and they don't know what they want to do. They don't know what their real wish is, what is their superpower. How it's better, how to find it?
I think the mistake of these old people who don't know what to do, that the reason is they thinking they have to choose something for their whole life. Like, you have to choose the niche and just work in this business, or you have a career and just have to work on this profession. That's a mistake. You have the whole life. You can test. You can make so many hypotheses, like as many you can. So it's your life. Don't do that. Just don't do one choose. If you didn't like it, you can try something else. And then if you start from yourself, and we are talking about your superpower, so just start analyze yourself. What are you good at? What exactly you can do better than others? Maybe you are cooking 100 pancakes per minute. So let's start turning in a business idea. You can open the coffee shop. There's pancakes, the most fast pancakes ever. So just think about your strength, what kind of strengths you have, and then you can put it in a business idea. But if you're still I don't know what I'm good at, so you can ask your friend or colleague or mom or family, just give us an idea how you think, what I'm good at, and maybe I can be I'm an expert in. So they can help you and give it a feedback and tell you what you get at. But if you're still I don't know, still thinking of something, you can follow your passion. It's always works so good. Just think what you really like to do and just follow it. Most of the women, they actually choose their business by hobby because they like that what really do every day, and they don't have money for that. They just do it by passion, and that's why it works really good. And actually, this has happened to me too, by passion. Yeah, I didn't make money on events on my first experience. I just I don't know how to ask money for that. There is no any profession
but
an event planner. Yeah, I just love to do that. And my friends, they told me, "Oh, come on, stop! Don't think about that. Just do what you love." And that's really, money comes anyway. And actually, I heard this phrase from TEDx so many years ago. The guy, he told me, not me, I'm an audience, that if you do something that's a passion, what you really like, money comes anyway. Just wait for it maybe for a little bit, or just make some efforts to bring money in your business, or you will figure out after.
Sounds promising.
But there is another one way. If you're still not figuring out, you don't know anything, or where's my passion, or how can I make it? So you can take a test. Typological test. Yes.
Oh, there is a specific test.
Yes, personality typological test. You can take it. It's 16personalities.com. 16personalities.com. Very easy. It shows you your weaknesses, your strengths, how you're good in our business environment, if you can work on your own, or you just maybe I don't know, in a work or somewhere who just not really good running in a business, that test is going to show you everything. And another one Tony Robbins has another one, good one about their typological, That's really good. That's what I did too.
And you did do that?
Of course.
Did it match actually
with
what you do?
It is absolutely true. Yes.
Right.
And I mentioned it in my book too. So I just got it, like all my guys who's gonna read this book, they can do that too. I got so many links and so many useful information in my book. You can just go and check it and test to do. It's really good.
Yeah, actually, one of the points I remember from the book that, like how men and women approach their business, it's different.
Yeah.
So, kind of what you described, the man, he can just do whatever he needs to do just to achieve his goal and plan. What was it?
Yeah, man loves more measurable results, and we are more emotional. That's why we start by hobbies. We just need someone to tell us, you are the best. You did a great job. Oh my God, look at this. Who did that? That's so amazing job. And when we just hear this, I'm like, yay, that's me. I'm so proud of myself. That's what we need. We need something more emotional. But of course, business, it's about numbers. So we start the numbers, works in numbers too, and involve like our not only emotional things. We start working on it. We start doing the business and making money too, like a man, especially in this world. For now.
Yeah. How to find a good business idea? So you figure out what, for example, you passed all these tests, you got all this cheering from your parents and friends, but then how you choose the right business idea?
Like I told, the business is only about numbers, and you have to go and use something simple. For example, Google Trends. You can go and check the dynamics of inquiries, what you have on your services or what you're gonna do or products, or so just see the dynamics. If the market is growing, that's good for you, it suits you, and you can start a business. Then you have to dive more deeply to assess the market and go and check, like, there is a few formulas when you can use and measure the total addressable market and how big is the market too. So there is so many formulas what you can do.
You can find those formulas in the book.
Yes, that is. It sounds maybe a little bit difficult, but I try to explain it by some examples, in an easy way. So that's pretty easy.
The thing is, sometimes I feel that people just think that it will work.
Yeah.
Like they just have a feeling. But the question, is that enough? Is that just your intuition? Like, of course, you have to trust your intuition, what you love to do. But there are some sources of information which can prove your
That's what they have to work with numbers or analysis and choose it in right market. If the market is not growing or it's like so many people there work, so it's not good too. But you're not going to be, I guess, the most very famous bank or something like that. There is so many of them. But you still can open and be financial in your company. You can start booking accounting or something like that. So, but it's about the numbers too.
Google Stats.
Yeah,
you need to check Google Stats. Then you have to learn like all this Bloomberg and
you can check that too, of course. Yes.
Magazines where you can read information about growing markets.
In the internet, it's absolutely open in the internet. All information you can find on the websites. That's easy.
Yeah. So the next thing, which is actually part of the research or of the market, is the research of your competitors.
Oh yeah.
So what are the metrics? What are the essential key elements or you have to pay attention when you learn your competitors? Not to copy them, but to create something better, right? To show your advantages and to make an accent on something valuable for your potential customers and future clients.
Yep. Analysis of your competitors is my best part. Because when you get to know your competitor, you actually can just take one competitive advantage, and be the best in this market. Like all big companies did. For example, Starbucks. This is the number one the coffee shop, but they just focused on services for customers. So customer service is the best. What they did, they just personalized the cup with your name. They put the name on your cup. That's it. That was so easy. It's so brilliant idea. That's how it works. And you can do the same, but you can improve your advantage. Of course, you're not gonna copy that, but you're gonna improve it. There's something, and definitely you're gonna have your audience. It's not gonna be the same people like have Starbucks too. And of course, you have some metrics, what you have to know and how to analyze your competitors. Like you have to know what's the average check. So you can check amount of their sales, how many purchases they do, for example, coffee shop or whatever products you do or sales or consultation.
How you can do that really?
I will tell you later, just a second. And then you have to know how many sales they do and what is the price, of course, and what the channel of the sales they do, what kind of resources they use for that, how did you find them, for example, too. You can use that channel too. And you have to know the script, how they speak to you. This is so important. Even if you go to the Starbucks or wherever you want to buy shoes, just see how they're going to start to talk to you. Companies paying so much money to study their stuff, making these sales in the store. That's why you have to pay attention on it too. This conversation is going to make a big good stuff for your business too, because you're gonna have the same situation in your business. That's why you have to know all this conversation and all these scripts that they use to sell it to you. That's why. And the simple and a big secret I'm gonna open to you. That's how you can just analyze your competitors. It's become a customer.
Yeah.
Buy their products.
That's true, yeah.
Just get all this path from the beginning to the end and be the worst and picky customer ever, because you need to know, you just have to find out how they're gonna react on your all these different situations, when you're gonna say, oh my God, this is so expensive, I can't afford it, maybe next time, I'm gonna think about it. So just try to make this worst situation, because you're gonna have it too in your business, and you're already gonna have a script, and you can answer to your clients too. That's the most easiest way. Just become a customer.
Yeah, become customer and learn from them.
Yeah, that's it. Very easy.
Yeah, I agree with you. And as well, we have the open social media.
Oh yeah, of course. You're gonna check all websites or even a Yelp or something. You can search and you can see how many customers they have.
Where they're represented, which platforms perform better, which are not, and just go from there.
Just check everything. I actually have a checklist, the whole list of metrics in my book too, because there is so many what you have to check before get to know your competitor very well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if you have one competitive advantage, you're gonna be the best too.
Yeah. Yep. So just to focus on the competitive advantage.
Yep.
On one, two.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And seems like after that stage, we need to pick up, I guess, one of the most important part of the plan, our business model for the business. Because let's talk about that. There are so many businesses, and it can be unique as well, but it can be not unique.
Yes.
It can be something basic
Right. The business model is company's plan for making a profit. This is the way how you're gonna make money or lose your money.
Hopefully.
Yes, but you have to know how to do that. Less expenses and more clients and more sales. Usually, digital creators like you or someone who have a shows or anyone who works in this industry, they use the advertising business model or affiliate marketing model too. This advertising, the business earns money by attraction by attention of the audience attention, you sell them something through the ad too. And this affiliate marketing, you got money for the promo code, which you can integrate in your business, like here on the show, or sell some advertising, or you can start selling the books and make a percentage from them too, or you can sell their merches, like merchandise and products, so your brand or something, who can just buy it, so you can get the money in percentage too. That's very easy too, but there is no one size fits all business model. It's always of elements of several like business model. You can you can just choose one this and take that one that exactly suit to you, because you never know what kind of what kind of product you're gonna sell on your program, for example, or if it's kind of a different business, goes to some subscription business model, for example, which is really good, works in US. A lot of people like have a subscription, like Amazon, they have a Prime, and they don't. If you don't need it, you don't have to pay for that. But everybody knows that it's much better. Save your money, quick, easy delivery. But yeah, this is kind of a subscription model too. It's a business model. You can use it too in your future program or show, or
Yeah, so thank you. So it's amazing for an example of She Did It show. Actually, I'm thinking if we speak about digital content creators and creative entrepreneurs, the part of that is to create the community, and it's still, I feel it becomes more and more important today.
Powerful,
to create this powerful brand, to have the voice, and to create people around your values too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Community, I think community is about the connection, and it's not only connection between you and your members, it's between members and members, members and members. That's the whole chain of the people, like a lot of, it's a big network. That's really good, one idea to have a community. And also, you can start do the subscription. Someone can be only on a podcast, or someone can just pay for something for weekly mindset, I don't know, masterminds or something like that. So they can do this for some money, like little money, but still works for your community, or just some free email marketing.
Actually, I know some emails which charge.
So. Oh yeah. That's definitely, that
people
works too.
Actually, can charge for this as well. So to make some profit.
But community is a good idea. That's why I'm growing myself too. There's a community of female entrepreneurs where we can start and just literally help each other in kind of like problems what we have, or ideas, sharing ideas, go together to the trips, to the trips, and we can share, we can relax, and we just can have more new connection too. That really helps.
Yeah, so like you have some travels with your friends, and it's also like entrepreneurs who...
Yeah, that's definitely, it is.
Actually you've been inspired to create that. Is it something connected with the book, or it was before?
No, not exactly. No, I think so. But before, so I started the community, then I was thinking something maybe interesting, just put in a book and continue to selling that. That was I have in a book my QR code there you can connect to the group chat. That's kind of like a business model too. How you can sell not only the book, but if you read the book, you can see some more extra value for that too. And that's really works too.
The question is the book is profitable or not, but if it's a marketplace or a marketing platform, like marketing tool, and it also actually works good to elevate your
business on the next level,
business,
exactly.
So you get invited to
be
featured in different magazines, etc. In a day-to-day life, comfortable shoes are my priority. Living in New York City, I always prefer to walk versus taking a train. I have pretty active lifestyle. During all my travels, I take an advantage to climb, hike, or walk with my cat. And it's not always comfortable. For example, my Vans and Nike are not good for long walking. I found super comfy shoes for walking long distances in the city. And I'm happy about those.
Janeiro shoes. It is super comfy, just simply to walk around, talking on the phone with my friends, or listening to music and exploring the city. New York City is amazing for long walks. They are amazing not only for that, but for standing for long periods of time. I like that it stretches with the shape of my foot. The fabric is friendly to my skin. It cushions and supports my feet while I walk miles a day around the park or in the city. The top provides plenty for airflow and ventilation, along with stability. The fabric is breathable and flexible. The lacing system is very adjustable to get the shape you want. I like it has good arch support and impact absorption. The shoes can be good for people who have such foot problems, such as bunions. The shoes are specifically designed with bunion and hallux valgus relieving function. You can adjust the shape around your foot, unlike other bunion shoes. The rubber sole reduces the weight of shoes to help you move faster without any worry. I actually love that I can wear them not only for my walks, but for casual meetings with my friends. I can match it with my active wear and casual outfits. The navy color fits almost with all my black and white wardrobe. I have the size 6 and I got the same size and it fits perfectly. At the end of the day, my feet feel no tension and not as tired compared with other shoes. What I also love about this shoe is that there is enough of space inside that I can move my feet inside those shoes very comfortable. By the way, they are made in Taiwan and received the gold prize at Taiwan. I'm super happy about them and would recommend it.
Going back to picking up the business model for a business, the logical next step will be to create the right marketing strategy to maybe use your book for that, or to create a marketing funnel and sales funnel. What will be your advice to people who start to dealing with that, so they on the first stages or they want to grow faster?
Yeah, the funnel just comes with the leads. There's sales calls, follow-ups, and conversion, and then sales. But you have to think how many clients you want, and that's you can figure out if you want to start this amount of the clients. Like, not many people want to work every day 9 to 9, and they maybe, for example, she's a mom who wants to spend 3 hours per day spending for the business, like making a business. So she can start not about the money things. He can start, okay, I can take 3 clients and do this business. I don't know what kind of business, but it doesn't matter actually. So she just figured out, okay, I need just only 3 clients per day. And then she's figured out how much money he can make on it. Or if you want to grow and have a very, very big business, you can start this money. Like, okay, I want to have $1 million per month. What I have to do and how can I earn this amount of money? How many clients I need to get the $1 million? And it's also based on your business. Depends on what kind of business you have. So you can make $1 million, just have 1 client, or you need 10 clients, but the price is going to be different, of course, for your services. So that's defined the two ways how to find your sales funnel. But I still think that you need
to set up the goal.
Yes, of course.
Really what you want.
Yes, but I think the most important is just have a consistent sales. And for that part, you just need 3 things. The right offer, you have to put it in front of your right audience. You have to know your audience exactly with the right message. That's it. Offer, audience, message. If you have all these things and you can mix in and do like the big markets and work and have a consistent sales on it. That's how it works. Nothing super special, just a great offer, and you can change it to the offer and see how that works what kind of sales, what kind of words you're gonna use. The power of the words is really immense, and the message how you translate it to your customer is really value too.
So like it should be very dynamic, short, and
yeah, but it should be on the language of your customers too. I have a bride who is an event planner too, and this is so amazing. We would usually spend like 3 hours to speak with a bride who is not in event planning, but this her, I just spent an hour because we were speaking in the same language. We knew exactly what kind of stages and stuff we're going through. That's it. So that was so easy. That's mean the common language is what we have. And when you're building the community, that's really important too. Have a culture, have a common languages, what you're gonna use between all of you, and of course, what you're gonna like, what a feature, what kind of like community you have based on your maybe studio stuff. Like when you're teaching someone who can want to work in a studio or just something else. So that's. I'm still thinking maybe I have to get this community for the wake surfing stuff because I'm a big fan of wake surfing.
All right, yeah.
That might be I need to create another one community where we can share in some details about that one. Yeah, that's kind of like a feature of the communities.
Lots of different communities, right?
Yes, that's a good idea too.
You mentioned you need to set up the goal. Like, can you handle like 3 clients a day, like, or you want to set up $1 million a month, like,
yes,
let's say that,
right.
Yeah. You know, it feels like lots of people, or some people, they have like this founding mindset. So they set up the company, but they don't have the growth mindset. They cannot scale their business even at their head.
Yeah, they don't.
And I think this is like the major reason their business is not growing so fast, or where it could grow potentially. What will be, do you feel that like when you speak with entrepreneurs?
This is all about the mindset. You just have to start to work with your mindset. If you don't want to scale, that's fine. But if you want, you have to work.
Nothing wrong with that too,
nothing
right?
wrong. Nothing.
If it's comfortable.
Yeah, that's absolutely comfortable. Someone wants to make just $10,000, someone $1,000, so that's absolutely fine. And just if you have a limit in your like brain and your mind, that can stop you. But if you start working with the mind and change your mindset, that helps you to make more money. That's why so many coaches are trying to bring you that part, like, I'm gonna help you to make more money if you want it. That's easy for them maybe, but not easy for you because you have to start working yourself. You have to know what is the kind of like meditation you can use, a practice you can use for that too. I have a great book that I read before, like many years ago. It's Jose Silva, Mind Control. That's really good one. Then you can start as a beginner and just work on your mindset. That's really good one. Very simple steps, and you can just really go there and see how it's gonna work for you, if you want it or not.
Yeah, but the strategy is we were speaking like we want $1 million, okay, a month. Yeah, we raise our check and we have 10 bites for 100,000, right? It's also another part of this process, scaling your business. Maybe you could create one partnership which will be so valuable, or you will work 10 times more. Like,
yeah, so
but
you
the
can just
volume of work will be the same.
Yes, that's exactly true. Or you can just increase the leads, amount of the leads. That's mean you have to work and do more calls, like sales calls, and see what is the conversion goes, and then you have a sale. That depends on how many money you want to work. You want to make.
I'm also thinking that in that way, your self-representation helps a lot. So how you position yourself, because lots of different talented people around, but the position itself maybe not in the right niche.
Yes, niche.
Or maybe they don't work so much on their PR and online presence that their check is just low, but the level of service is the same high.
Yeah, but there is nothing. Maybe the market again. You have to back to the numbers. That maybe they choose the market like wrong market. Sometimes you can do the same steps and it's not going like in the right way, just because the market is not like growing or it's a lot of people working on that.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the reasons too. But usually that's fine if you want to change and to try a different niche and make more money. You have to figure out what you can do. Even if you work as a personal consultation, like doing something like a personal consulting, you can scale your business too, given their online courses, for example, or selling something like more a mentorship that's higher price, more value, and that's more money for you too. Yeah, it depends on the niche, depends on everything what you choose before, and you can change it too.
Yeah, also I'm feeling, you just mentioned, you could sell your course.
Yeah.
And one of the parts of this process is delegation. So you can just grow your company doing those arrangements with people who could do the job better than you or who could substitute you. So that's, I feel like also could be
I love delegation.
I know, I know that
that's so good.
You're an expert in that.
This is so good. I love it.
It's your superpower.
Yeah, and I love hiring the people who are much smarter than me and they can do this job much better than me. And it's really good. I can delegate my strategy. I can delegate how to my company is going to be growing. But really, this thing, like routine stuff, I'm delegating all the time. That's not my thing, what I can do. And actually, you can just figure out what exactly you want to delegate, just what do you want to do or what you want to do. That's very easy too. And
you actually managed like your event agency in Russia, you did it on the distance, right? You do here some events and you hire lots of people. And how do you find them? How do you find the right person? How do you test it?
Yeah, exactly. I have a test for them for sure. And they have a trial period. They works. Not
is it like for free? Like just
depends on which exactly project and how many hours they have to do like trained, depends on that. But usually I'm finding them for freelance sets, like websites, freelance, or by friends who is looking for some job too, and I can try them. But I'm always saying, it's like, guys, I'm very, very hard person. Don't be lame. Don't be lazy guys. No. It's not gonna work on me. So yeah, just looking for someone who's ready for the job and test them.
Yeah.
I kind of maybe have a feeling that this is a good person or not. It comes sometimes to me too, but not all the time. The best part is the testing.
It's the testing, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. How long, like,
Depends. It's gonna be like 3 days or just only 1 hour because my assistant, she's so good. She went through so many things and she's like, oh, I know you.
You have assistant who is looking for assistants.
Usually that's, yes.
Yeah.
She just went with the best 3 and I have to choose who's gonna do their website, for example, designers. I'm not gonna search for 21. They just give me 3. Okay, let's choose between 3. That's much better than 20.
Yeah, I mean, and then so you have the person who is helping you with that too.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's really good. Have someone to help me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Actually, I just recently, it's very common questions which people ask me, and I would ask you too. How do you find investors for your projects? Or will you advise some platforms for people who are looking for investors in the US, basically?
Yes, of course. The first step, you have to ask your friends and family and raise money from them. You can pitch them too, and they can give you money. Or you can go to apply for accelerators, which is a lot of in the US. You can go to ERA or Y Combinator, the most popular one, 500 startups, for example, or ask some money from the Google too. So there is many of them. That's pretty easy. Or just go to the website and then find some business angels too, or by friends who can mention you, and you can page someone too. That's just a kind of like a circle of connections. But based on the website is fine too. Just use the websites or accelerators. Yes.
Yeah, I feel that on my practice, it's good to go to investor when you have the growth, when you can show something. I never did before, like when it was just like from the scratch, I just have idea and I need to test it. But actually I had.
No.
But I had the previous positive experience, so that was a point. But when just from the scratch, it never happened.
That's fine. There is
Business angels.
Yes, of course, business angels, they can do that. That's how they exist.
But you have to share your.
You have to share your experience. When you are in an early stage or pre-seed, or you have to be so confident and share with your ideas and make sure that this works, that really works for everyone. The best idea ever. You have to sell actually yourself. It's kind of like a self-presentation of you and then the product. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you have to be very brave for that. Okay, I think it's really it's scary.
It seems scary, but it is scary. But everyone sometimes just need to be a little bit like stressed to get to another elevate to another level.
To go out from your comfort zone, and just to push yourself out there.
This is how it works.
Yeah, it's like we are close to this topic, like about fears.
Oh yeah.
Also, like your character, she actually started from that. From the beginning, because she had lots of fears just to start something.
Yeah.
And lots of fears like of the fail, of that investor will not be positive, right? You'll fail if something happens. Which fears did you experience doing your projects and some common fears entrepreneurs who work with you perform?
The common fears of entrepreneurs is, I guess, the first one is about the failing. And I think it's linked to your ego and pride. So, but I think the most good entrepreneurs who had failed. So that's fine. And then you start over and over. That's really good. I got it too. And so another one, fear of changes. You might be not ready mentally for the changes what you're gonna experience. And another one, fear of maybe of risk, taking a risk, because you actually all in sometimes. If you start something or you bootstrapping, that's mean you're putting your own, not in your own money, but money which you put in the business. But yeah, that's kind of a risk. That's a big risk. And the most common, which I had too, I think the fear of letting someone down, like let down others people, especially if you work with the partners or investors too. You're kind of like afraid to let them down. That's why you work so hard, but you still have it. And if it happened, you just have to figure out what to do. Or you need to back the money, or in my story, for example, I feel like I let down my mother, my parents, who was like, okay, she went to US, but I actually back home without like money, nothing, and I just had only $100 in my pocket, and I back to my mom to Siberia and get a month me to back to the business, really. And I took a loan and just start from the scratch. And then I back to the business, so yeah.
So you have that story.
Yeah, I got that too.
That was, we actually will talk about that.
Yeah.
Right, but that happened when you moved?
No, it's not moving. I was trying to be here for the first, like back and forth, like Moscow and New York, because I have relationships here, and it didn't work much here. I mean, I have a business over there, yes, but then I started dating with someone and something happened, we broke up, and I don't have any money to back home. I'm like, ew, because it didn't work. That's why I started thinking what I have to do. So I got just this little money, and that's fine. I just came through that, and that's fine. I just took a loan and started doing the business again. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But you personally, did you experience like the fear? What was your biggest fear?
I think about the fails and I turn it to the experience, and it helps me. I start thinking what exactly these fails gave me. What kind of like how did I improve myself after that? What happened after? And this experience, like not the fails, experience brought me something good. The words really meaning a lot. That's why you start thinking about fails. Not a fails, just experience. It's my experience. I had it, got it, came through. Let's start over. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
You're running lots of businesses. We just talk with you about your wedding, event, and jewelry.
Yeah.
As well, you run the property management.
Yeah.
And you wrote a book. I have a question. How did you handle that all? How do you manage all those things?
You just have to prioritize. That's it. You can handle at the same time all these things together. No, you can't do that. But you have to prioritize your what is the first, what is the second, and of course you have a discipline, which is actually really, really good for every businessman, I guess. Or mom, who is always wake up by the clock, like the kids awake and you start your day too. The same to me. Business is my kid and I'm just working on it and I know what every day I'm gonna do, what kind of project I'm doing this day and just planning my day. That's
time management, here we are.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
all about
what's
the
the
time
secret
management.
in time management? There are like so different strategies.
I'm trying to work every day I have my businesses and if I have a meeting like for the property management stuff, I'm always doing on a Tuesday or Thursday. And if I do some jewelry stuff, we're doing it on a Friday. And that's how it works in my schedule, yes.
So you schedule, because sometimes I'm tired to make lots of decisions.
Yeah.
As being an entrepreneur, like you need to pick up these things. And the planning in advance really helped a lot. I feel such a relief when then I planned in advance, I did everything. And then another day I'm focused on different things because things sometimes like something urgent of course comes up and you're working on that definitely. But the projects which are on a constant base have to be planned
in advance. Yeah.
In advance.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's actually great that you have like weekly like.
I do have it for 3 months. At least for 3 months.
Oh, for 3 months you do?
Yes, at least for 3 months. Yes, that's easy. Much easier.
It's like CEO. Yeah, like quarters and but 3 months. It's your how you do that.
Yeah, I do that. That's cool. That's easy for me. That's easy for the team. That's easy to plan just your vacation too.
Yeah, to plan your business around your life as well. Not only like trying to put your vacations to a busy schedule, but if you plan in advance, actually, it's an amazing thing. You know that you'll have your vacations.
Right,
and,
of course. And sometimes I just can go somewhere, and that's it. Sometimes you need energy or from some new resources like a love water, like ocean. That's I can go somewhere else.
Like you mentioned in 25 countries. You
I've been
traveling a lot. Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, and your biggest travel is to New York City, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
So you've been born in Yakutia.
Yes.
Then you've been working in Novosibirsk.
That's right.
Then you moved to Moscow, and then to New York City. Let's talk about this journey, how this all happened, and what brought you here.
Yeah, I just finished my university in Novosibirsk. Then I got a job in Moscow, and then came here in New York. But I got divorced, and I decided to change my life, and not only life in a country, change the country.
So in Moscow,
yeah,
you've been divorced.
Yeah, I've been divorced in Moscow. Then I come here, just the luggages, cat, and just start from the bottom. Now I'm here. So that's us about.
Yeah.
We always have changes in our life when something happened. good or bad things, but most of them is the bad things. I think that the worst maybe is the bad things, but it's growing me.
It turned out amazing for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good. I'm happy. I have my own life.
You
I'm so
have
happy. That's so
beautiful.
good.
Yeah, and you started to work in event industry back.
Novosibirsk, it was I started in Novosibirsk. There's nothing about event planning, and just start do some scripts, writing scripts for their shows, for birthday parties, for the weddings, and then I start organizing.
After university.
That's during the university,
During the
actually.
university.
Yes. That started during the university, and then I start thinking, what if I'm going somewhere to work, like in a company, and see maybe I do something wrong. Like, let's see how people, like normal people, work in a companies, doing their business and making a lot of huge events. That's how I applied for one company, start working there, but they said, oh wow, you're more experienced than we are. I'm like, really? Yeah, that's how I made it. Then they invited me to Moscow to be director in Moscow, and then in Moscow I decided to go to US.
Yeah, how did it happen that you also have an event agency then in Moscow? You've been working for the company and at the same time you run your business?
Yes, that's kind of like that thing. And also I have in Montenegro, the weddings, it's a like separate team who works there. And yeah, I was running the business, and the owner of the company in Moscow, they knew that. I told them that I have an event agency, but I've been working in your company. It's an event marketing company too. But we were working with the corporate event companies and big, huge companies like you mentioned before. So that's why that
brands,
works.
yeah.
Yes, the big brands. Yeah, that was a good experience.
Yeah, and you mentioned you have wedding agency, like
Yeah, but in Montenegro
as well. Yeah, and the company also, I know the brand which was Silent Parties.
Oh yes.
Talk
Yeah,
about
it's not. There's the headphones what you have for parties, or you can see the movies, but you don't.
So you're in your headphones.
Yes,
and
not in your headphones. It's specific headphones. What do you have for?
specific
Yes, that's. And it has lights. You can choose between some DJs, for example, 3 DJs you have in your head, and you can choose what kind of music you want to listen right now. So that's kind of a nice, cool idea, which I brought from here to Russia. And yeah, that works really good.
It's like for corporate events.
Doesn't
mostly.
matter. They can be corporate or party, just private parties too, or kids movie. When you have a kids movie, or in another part you have a birthday party, everybody's busy. Yes, that's good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. So and you just decided to move to New York. Why New York City?
That's just a good question. I don't know. One day when I was a kid, I was watching the movie. I didn't know what kind of the movie is, but it was so beautiful. Lights like everywhere, it was so lighting, and I just said to my mom, I'm gonna live there. She's like, you have no idea what is there and where is it. Well, I'm like, I like this place. I don't know why I choose New York. Maybe he chose me.
It's mutual.
Yes.
It's always like that. It's a different city.
Yes, it's just a great energy, and I love to be here, and it's really helps me to make a business here, connections. That's why, I don't know why I love New York. I just love it. That's how the love happens. You just love it.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And actually about your businesses here as well, I know that you do the property management companies, so you run Airbnb. Let's talk about, is it like a passive income? And
any business, it's still a business. You have to start and make it maybe, I don't know, that's not easy. Like, it's not just a passive income. You have to do some work before, and then it's gonna make you money after. So yeah, for now, maybe yes, but it's still a lot of work. I have a manager who works with me, and that works for us too. We do the Airbnb only in Pennsylvania. We're gonna be exploring maybe the another cities like Miami or somewhere in Florida. But yeah, that's real. For now, yes.
It's like short vacation houses.
Yeah, it's only short rental
Short
vacations. Yes, houses.
Yeah, so amazing. Pennsylvania, and then you think to expand to Miami as well?
Yes, yes.
How that works? Do you have arrangements with owners of the
I have a
houses?
clients who already have their houses and they just give it to me for running that. They don't have to care about anything like no cleaners, I'm running that. Just don't worry about anything, just make money on your account, that's it.
Amazing.
That's good for them too, for me too. I'm working for the percentage, so they give me a percentage of payouts from these rentals. And that's it.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Do you have like any ideas for passive income for people who think to do something on the side of their job, but maybe they don't have like full-time job, like full-time day to do that? They could automate the process and then they could run that.
That's the reason you have to optimize your processes first. Then after that, it's going to be your passive income. But anywhere you have to learn and study in something first, like e-commerce, you can do that, or sell something on Amazon. But you still have to learn, you still have to spend the time for that. And then after that, you have a passive income or trading, for example, or investing money, like buy some, I don't know, whatever you want to buy. But even in the houses you can buy too and invest in that too. But yeah, that's kind of works. I'm not good in the passive income. I actually love to be in offline business. I love to be in the weddings. I love to be and work in person. But online is much better, and you can scale your business online. That's the big feature of the online. You can scale it. Yeah.
Your Malina Group
Yeah.
wedding agency. This is your passion. This is your major passion. It's your project that you love working on. Let's talk about that. How did you start it, and what's going on now?
I started in Novosibirsk, then this client just came to me by recommendations and said, we need amazing weddings. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be my first client, what I have to do. I didn't know what to do exactly, but I did everything like kind of like an intuition stuff, but it works. I guess I know how to connect the people, how to find the right people who exactly is used to this part of the people on event, and they made the great parties or everything what they need, a great photographer who can listen their wishes, what kind of pictures they want, and etc. So, but just started, I don't know, I didn't have much experience on it, and then I started search who can teach me that. And only thing what I found here is in New York. That time I was searching for some agencies or company, educational company, who can help me with and study that part. Then I came here, and then I started here in this company and got so many good connections. I don't think that I got more skills on that because I was already pretty experienced when I came here.
What company are you talking about? Here in New York City?
Yeah, it's in New York City. It's a wedding institute, so they kind of like help to get their license for that.
Oh, you got your wedding planner license.
Yes, right.
There.
So, but I came there just because I need more connections, more events, and that's it.
So it's like it's awesome. It's like a institution which provides you education and the potential
clients
work and clients and contacts. Yeah.
You can start as an intern too, but then you can be work in the part of the team too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. If someone is thinking to start
their wedding career,
the
wedding. My big suggestion: just go and try to work as the wedding planner. Just go to any company who hiring a coordinator, for example, or wedding planner, and see what exactly they do. Because there is not only about the beautiful picture. The beautiful picture is only on the day of the wedding, but before you get so many work to do, you have so many connections, you have so many meetings, you have to talk with the providers and vendors and just do all job before. and also estimates for the clients, for the vendors, for everyone. So yeah, just try yourself to go and try to work as a wedding planner, and then you will think, do you like it or not?
Yeah. Where's the best to do the wedding? Is it US is a good place for that?
Yes, yes, of course. It doesn't matter actually. All destination weddings is nice too, and now it's everywhere. It can be beautiful because so many resources, so many new story you can see and share. Oh wow, there's too many things to do right now in a wedding. So
when I was preparing now with my wedding here, I was surprised that people in the US, they do that like at least 1 year in advance.
Oh yeah, of course.
2 years in advance.
Yes.
When we had like 6 months, people looked at me, are you crazy? Like, will you do that? Like, thanks God I had you, like, it's just like 6 months, we will do that. It's okay. I did weddings like in 10 days.
Yeah, the most short game.
I mean, it's just like any specific also, like doing weddings in the United States, you will mention rather than huge time planning in advance.
Yeah, time planning in advance and dresses too, because they usually custom and it takes at least like 6 months too.
6 months. If it's less than 6 months, they even don't let you to try the dress.
No.
Not like you can try that, but you cannot like.
Yes, exactly. Because sometimes the designer can be from Australia, for example, and they deliver to you your dress. So yeah, that's the difference. So in
huge,
Russia,
yeah.
I'm not sure that in Europe and Russia they take so many time. Maybe the 3 or 4 months, that's fine for them.
Yeah,
but
mostly common thing.
Yeah, but the huge difference in this one, exactly, the prices. Vendors, and not many people like to have a host or something here. They just worry about the music band or something easy stuff, but not in Russia. In Russia, you have to have the whole packages. It comes to the wedding. We love it.
Yeah, to buy the just like so many funny rituals. It's like topic for another conversation.
Yes, yes.
For another, how to do weddings in Russia. And
That's true. That's true. Absolutely true.
So you love your business here, and so you work with team. You have some people help you.
Yep, of course. If you want to scale it, you have to grow your team. You have to hire a new team members, and you have to do that. You can do it on your own, but still can try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, did you experience any like specific challenges? Like you basically like transferred your business from Russia.
Yes.
Like you did it in Montenegro and the US. Which were the challenges for you?
There might be, the first one was a language, for example. You have to study language and start
you speak actually nice language.
But it's just now maybe, it's much better now, but before, that was horrible. At least you can understand, but you can't speak. The problem is, you can explain, but you absolutely understand everything. Yes, yes, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that.
This is important phrase to say though.
But so many challenges about how you can find the clients as always. But there is so many platforms when you can apply and cut clients by portfolio, and I got it before, so that was easy for me too. And of course the networking through the institute, the wedding institute, which I had before, and they gave me opportunity to work in like $1 million weddings, so this is really great. That's a great experience, but not many challenges I had. Maybe because I've already been experienced, and that's why I didn't feel like so big difference. But anyway, events is still events everywhere, and if you know what you do exactly, how to do that, quick for the money, for the budget you already have, that's on you. That's easy was for me. Not much challenges I had. Just maybe the language one, that's where I'm kind of like afraid to start. Like, no, what if I can understand? Or what they say I'm not gonna just understanding that. So yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, actually I would mention that you run your own women empowerment club, Womanhattan. And is it a big role of online, maybe women empowerment communities, business communities in your career, that plays?
Not much. You have to work in it too. and you have to grow it so much and fast. But I don't think that I'm like into that yet. I'm still learning how to build the community. That's why I have more connection and network with other American communities. And I'm
With
learning
other communities,
yes. I'm learning from them how to build a good community here. That really helps, and I can share if you want. It's a great girl. She has a powerhouse woman community and a podcast, Lindsay Schwartz. So she's really good in it. That's what I do right now with my community. I'm growing that, but learning that how to do that in a good and this market too.
Other communities, business communities, maybe not winning one, but
not much here. There's a few, but you still can go for any networking every day here in Manhattan, or you can go so many places just make a new connection. But not much I do, because if you got so many communities, you don't have a time for yourself. That's why I'm not really collecting all these courses and memberships and communities. No, I just choose one and go for it. That's it.
yeah,
You don't have to have many of them.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you try something and you become the best. Yeah. Is there any movies, podcast? You just mentioned one of the podcasts.
Yes, that one.
Which would you recommend or would highlight from others? Maybe something about the wedding as well.
The wedding, yes. My favorite movie is The Wedding Planner. This is J-Lo. That's a really good one. It's kind of like my story too, because it exactly shows you the way how we work and how we speak with guests or providers too, or clients too. So this is a great movie to see how that works in the real life. And it shows my life, like her life too, when she got home, and everything is so pretty. Even if she goes for the dinner, she just served every beautiful stuff for herself.
Really like it.
That's me too. I'm like, I love it. I love it so much. So yay. That's a good movie. You can watch it and just enjoy and see. As an event planner, you can see all details what she did. That's perfect. You can learn it. Exactly.
Yeah. What are the essential skills for event planner you would highlight? Like what you should be?
Skills. About the skills, I think you need only one skills. You have to figure out how to solve the problem if it comes to you right away. That's only one skill what you need. You can be super organized, but if something went wrong, like, you have to know what to do right now.
Was the story from your book real when the girl, she jumped through
For the fence?
to make the fireworks.
Yes, that's where it's a true story, exactly.
The true story.
Yes.
Tell about it.
It is a true story. So the place where we have to have a fireworks, they set and call like 15 minutes before you can do this, because the owner, he's just
you
not allowed.
cannot do fireworks.
Yes,
like
he's not allowed like to do this. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know what to do. And the guys and girls look at me, and I have interns on that wedding actually. They're like, do you have any ideas, guys? And they're like, no. I'm start thinking, what can I do? And I figured out that after the fence, it's not his territory. So if we're gonna put our fireworks behind that fence, that's mean we're gonna have a fireworks.
So you did those fireworks just behind the fence.
Yes,
which
exactly.
Was,
Exactly. That's
so
it.
this is one of the examples,
yes,
right?
example of what kind of skills you have. You have to
Just
figure out
quickly,
like what you have to do. Like, don't ruin the event.
Yeah.
And put the guests on the second floor. That's mean it's gonna be more better to see the fireworks.
Yeah. What would you advise to someone who would love to do event management career?
Just start to work as an event planner, like I told before, and nothing specific. You just have to know if you really like it, because not many people who are dreaming about this job, they just see the picture, the whole picture, but they don't see the details. And that's not gonna work for you if you don't like the details, and you have to work on it and a lot. So just try. Even if you go for another business, just try it. You wanna be a host? Try it. You wanna be someone else? Try it. That's it. This is only my advice to how you can get any job. If you like it, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, love it. Yeah. So my last question.
Okay.
What's your definition of success?
I think the success meaning for everyone is like absolutely different. For me, it's social and public recognition. If someone come to me, even on the street, and say, "Oh my God, I read your book," or "I saw your like podcast," or "I heard your Instagram, and I helped that thing," and he told me or she told me like, "Thank you so much," I'm like, "Oh wow, that's awesome, thank you." If I help someone, that's good. I think the social and the public recognition is kind of like a success for me.
Wow, love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish you the success. What does it mean for
Thank you.
So to gain this recognition and to have a chance to help so many people, it's amazing. And we live in such a city where
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have lots of opportunities to do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And is there any approximate time when the book will be on English?
I hope it's gonna be in a few months, but we'll see. I'm still working on it. I got already a few chapters like translated, but need to check it. Need the time to like check everything.
So publishing business, it's a different also topic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, exactly.
how to publish your book, yeah.
That's exactly something different. And yeah, that's a lot of work too.
It's a lot of work, yeah. So, but right now it's on Russian, and whoever could read Russian could get it online. You have?
Yes, you can get it online. I got a few copies here. Not much, but still got it. And people who live here, they can still buy it. I can bring it in my person. That's fun.
You sell it for the website?
Yes, through the website. Actually, you can buy it through their all services in Russia, like Litres or Ozon or Wildberries. It's already
it's
over
everywhere,
there.
yeah.
Yes, it's
so it's huge.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's already there, and we have electronic version too. Didn't announce yet, but we have it.
All right, that's cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being with us today. Yes, and I wish you all Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. I wish all your dreams in 2023 will come true. And yeah, see you next year, 2023. She did it show.